Hello there. I just want to make a quick video. I won't keep for long. I'm just going to show a clip basically. As you can see now, I'm talking over it, but I'll play it in a minute here. And firstly, I guess, big shout out to Basil and Gons. I was watching Canary Cry News Talk, episode 694, and I saw this. And firstly, I'll say, obviously, I don't endorse Tucker Carlson or Roseanne Barr. You know, I endorse Canary Cry News Talk. Basil and Gons are a bit of all right. But this Roseanne Barr podcast, I didn't even know it existed. I just found out this existed today. And to hear them talking about these things, the Nephilim and other things, obviously I think they're controlled opposition if they're pushing the alien agenda. And a lot of Luciferians will pretend like they're Christians. However, that being said, I don't want to bear false witness. I'm not claiming Roseanne Barr, Tucker Carlson, or Luciferians. I'm not saying this, that, or everything. I'm just watching a clip and speculating on it. The things I do find interesting, just the overtness of it. Like, Roseanne Barr is a pretty famous person, and here she is talking about things that I've been trying to speak on for a decade. I guess I'm not surprised. It just goes to show, you know, you never know who's a truther. Even if she is controlled opposition, the idea of this being a form of damage control to steer the narrative back towards the alien agenda. Because neither of them confess to Jesus, Yahshua, Jesus Christ. They always mention the Bible, but they never really speak on Jesus specifically. You'll notice that. Watch for that. But yeah, I just wanted to play this clip. I thought it was interesting, and I'll just say peace out.
Nephilim update, Nephilim update, Nephilim update. Boy.
Okay,
Beautiful.
so we have a clip here from Roseanne Barr, the Roseanne Barr show, and Tucker Carlson was recently on, and the conversations got very interesting. Got a couple clips.
They don't believe in God. That's
Well, they
how
definitely
This is them talking about the elite, obviously here.
they think they are gods. Of course, God doesn't apologize. In Job, which I just read, you know, God makes his deal with literally with the devil
Tucker Carlson reading the Bible, reading the book of Job.
Ooh,
Woo!
I just read the Bible.
and afflicts this guy called Job, and Job's like, "Hey, God, like, why did you do this?" And God's answer is basically, "I'm God. I don't need to explain." God's the only one who doesn't need to explain or apologize. He's the only one. And the people who run our society consider themselves gods, and that's why they're
they
not
do.
explaining.
Boy, they do. They
apologizing.
don't think they have to.
Oh, I've
They
noticed.
don't think. I think I was talking to somebody and they said to me, "Well, they think they're more than human."
Oh, obviously.
Yeah, I go. They're not even human because humans care about their environment and their neighbors, and humans care about other people's children.
Of course.
And humans care about living things.
Yes.
But they don't do any of that. And he goes, because they think they're more than human.
Oh, I noticed.
They
That's why
think
they
they're
want to live forever.
royals. They think they're like royals in a rarefied sphere of DNA or something above us. Like, did they come from another planet? When
I
you
can't
hear
speculate
people
on
talk,
that.
I can't either. But
This is the podcast to speculate on it, though. if you
well,
guys want
because
to.
some
Feel free.
people say, a lot of religious people, they're into some deep rabbit holes of things, and I don't know anything.
Well, you can see why they are, though. I mean, speaking for myself, I have no idea what's going on. I don't know if this is the Nephilim, right?
I was going to say,
I don't.
I know.
Here we go.
That's what I said.
No, let me
Not
just
you,
say.
her.
I said
You're
I
fine.
don't know
Right.
I don't
anything about that stuff. Okay, I'm a
does.
very ordinary middle-aged man who spent his life following politics and
Right.
theology, but I do know that whatever's going on is very deep.
Yeah.
I've spent my whole life around politicians and seen decisions get made, interviewed people who run things, and what's happening now is qualitatively different.
All right, so there's that first clip there. So yeah, Roseanne Barr bringing up the Nephilim. There's another one I'll play in a second here.
Grandma Roseanne's voice. It's got that timbre to it.
Yeah,
You know, that timbre to it, just the sweet old lady voice. It is really crazy considering her I don't know, the
Background in
imprint
Hollywood.
that her voice has made on an entire generation of people who watched her on television.
Oh yeah, Roseanne. That was always on. when I was a kid on the
It's always
television.
on.
Here's a little bit more of Tucker and Roseanne here.
Well, what are you watching? You're watching someone who hates the truth because it's true. And there's no possible profit motive that is driving that. There's no political end that is driving that. They hate the truth because it's true. Now we're in the realm of theology.
Yeah, we are.
That's all that is. I mean, and I
think
can't
so,
possibly
too.
explain it, but that's what that is.
So have you heard about Antarctica? Because I always say, in my act, I
Have
go,
I heard about it? I think it's a continent still, right?
No.
yeah, but in my act, I go, I don't know which is true anymore. Are we being invaded by the Nephilim from outer space? Or is it true that the Nazis have a whole breakaway continent under the ice in Antarctica?
You haven't heard that one,
Which
Tucker?
one's
No,
true?
I haven't. So I don't go on the internet very often. So
Obviously.
because I'm probably, it's like same reason I don't cruise used car lots because I'd buy them all. I don't know. I don't have the self-control. I haven't heard that. I will say, however, I've done some reading recently on topics that not forbidden or racial or religious, pure history. Like, what do we know about ancient civilizations?
Uh-huh.
And the answer is like basically nothing.
No.
And the idea that
Tartaria, did you read about Tartaria?
no.
Oh,
So
my
I'm a
God.
neophyte here. This is like all new to me.
okay.
I'll just start with the one thing that we do know, which is what we don't know, which is how the pyramids are built. And I don't understand how we could send men to the moon, but no one can come up with even a rough theory for how the pyramids are built. Or even what age they are, because we don't know that either,
Yeah.
actually.
And they're under the water, too.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's pyramids under the water.
But why, can I ask you this, since you know much more of this than I, but why is there such institutional resistance to acknowledging that we don't know certain things?
Because we do know.
Oh, well, I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah. Hello?
Oh,
What
with that.
kind of crazy world are we living in, Guns? Did you ever think the day would come when Tucker and Roseanne basically do an episode of our podcast?
Talk Nephilim, just slip right into Antarctica.
And what about Antarctica?